Hello, welcome to Jason the Home Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. Today's video, I'm doing another 5-minute review. This time I'm reviewing a couple different albums I got by the late Bob Newhart. As you know, Bob Newhart passed away this last week. I think it was 94 or something like that, up in the 90s. Man, he lived a long time. One of the great comedians of the 60s period, I would say. I grew up always knowing Bob Newhart from TV. When I was a kid, we used to watch the Bob Newhart Show, I think it was called, where he ran an inn or something like that, and all the people that ran at the inn. There's these handymen or something. What were they? They'd come by, and there's 3 guys, and one guy's like, "My name is so and so, and this is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl." And of course, the joke is that he has 2 brothers named Daryl. It was kind of the famous line from that show, but I used to like that show. I thought, Bob Newhart was a pretty funny guy. So I mostly knew him from that. He's been in, he's one of those guys that's you've seen everywhere in different movies and TV shows. Most notably, Elf, playing the dad, Will Ferrell's character in that. Anyways, but yeah, I found out this last year or so, I was going through albums that won Grammy Album of the Year, and I was kind of shocked to see in 1960, Bob Newhart won a Grammy for Album of the Year, if you can believe it, for this comedic album called The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. And it says, the most celebrated new comedian since Attila the Hun. Pretty funny stuff there. Yeah, and I was like, wow, Bob Newhart had a comedy album that won Grammy. I mean, it was weird. It was the first time a comedy album won Album of the Year, and another one would do it actually right after that. But then they stopped doing that. Only music albums won. But that's how popular he was. This was one of the most popular albums in 1960. It's kind of crazy to think back then people used to love buying, comedy albums on vinyl and listening to vinyl. So it's kind of cool. It's cool to have this. I went on Amazon a year ago and found a copy and bought it because I was kind of curious. Man, if it won Grammy Album of the Year, it must be pretty funny. Anyways, and it is. I really like this album. I think it's really funny. I love his style. He has this of course, he's a clean comedian, which I like, but he has this real funny style of he's always like talking and having a conversation, or he's, playing out a scene but you only hear his part of the scene or his part of the conversation. And based on his reactions, you kind of guess what the other person is saying or doing. And I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's very funny. I actually really enjoy this style. I've never really seen anybody else do this kind of style before. I don't know if it would work today. It's maybe an older style, but I still think it's actually a really funny album. Abe Lincoln versus Madison Avenue, very good opener here. The cruise of the USS Codfish, probably my favorite stand-up bit on this whole thing, where he's kind of captain on a military ship and talking to the crew about what's going on. It's very, very funny stuff. The Khrushchev landing rehearsal, where they're playing this the Khrushchev, who's the dictator of Russia, coming in, and everything's going wrong. Very good. Driving instructors, one of his most famous ones, where he's he's the driving instructor, and the student driver's doing all these things wrong. Like, well, normally you wouldn't go down a one-way street the wrong way, or something like that. It's stuff like that. Very good stuff. If I recommend one Bob Newhart album right now that I know of, definitely this one. Obviously, won Album of the Year. That's a good one to get. I think my sister bought this for me on my birthday a year ago, and this is Bob Newhart Faces Bob Newhart. Faces Bob Newhart. Not nearly as good as the Button-Down Mind, and I can't get into it, but yeah, not nearly as good as that one. And then my sister also got me the Best of Bob Newhart, which is a pretty cool also, because there's like 3 bits on here that's also on the Button-Down Mind. That's such a good, like I said, lots of good stuff here. The best stuff that's added here is King Kong. King Kong is a really funny bit as well on this one. But yeah, man, RIP to Bob Newhart. Mostly known for his TV work, but man, I really like his stand-up material. I'd love to get more of his stand-up on vinyl. It's really cool to collect here, and Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day.